Iconic
Governor's Comedy
Club.
This is Circling the Drain.
It's a nice day to start again.
So now it's reverse, I see.
Yep.
Welcome to the Circling the Drain podcast.
Yeah.
Or as we call it, 10 seconds of pickles karaoke. But, you know, hey.
But still stay on anyway. Don't turn it off.
Yeah, he's done. He's
Yeah,
already
I'm done. No more
Right.
singing. No more
right.
singing.
Yeah. You know.
Sean, is there anything you want to belt out before we...
I mean,
Start
you
show?
know, during being as the weather has changed, I guess it's a nice day for a light sweater. Like, yeah, totally. I'm down.
It's
Why
a
not?
nice day to... Cashmere's too much. A little,
Cardigan.
not wool. Hey, there we go.
It's a nice day to just go outside.
That's two. That's too true. That is very true. Two. What? Figure that out.
I want to know if anybody's out there going, is it Wednesday?
What the hell am I listening
it-
to? What is going
what
on?
is
No, it is Thursday.
Wait, so now it's Thursday?
Nah, it's just a Thursday.
Just
'Cause,
Thursday.
Yeah, there's no adding a W to a Thursday, you know. I mean, this is what happens to us when we get bounced around like a ping pong ball. It's like,
Yeah.
Tuesday, no, Thursday, no,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh, come in on Sunday at 4 a.m. No, I have work on Monday. I can't do that. All right, Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
Fine.
Wait, this is the afternoon?
And somebody,
Welcome to Thursday afternoon.
in somebody's listening atmosphere, yes.
Yeah.
It is 2:30 on a Monday. So, yeah.
What happens to the poor person who goes, you know what, I listened to them the next day
Yeah.
on Thursday, and now they're going, where the hell are they?
Right,
Where
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we're here now.
Right.
So
But
you get to
wait.
listen live now
Yeah.
instead of.
I don't want to listen live.
Well,
But then maybe somebody's day.
Can you see me? Wait a minute.
Maybe somebody's day is completely ruined at the moment. However, tomorrow they will discover that the show is actually recorded, and they'll realize that we're explaining it's a Thursday, Wednesday thing, and everything will be right as rain after that. It'll be fine.
There we
See,
go.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in case you haven't figured it out, my name is Ira. I don't
Right.
know why you wouldn't have figured that out. I mean, it's a common name. It's
True.
actually the 10,000th most common name.
Amongst lawyers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's Sean Radford.
A very common name.
I'm going to sit here. Sean Radford is a common name?
Yes.
I found three.
The full
There you go.
name.
That's common.
Yeah. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, or so I've been told. Hey, everybody! It's it's day.
What Thursday?
Okay.
It is daytime. We are
Hold
here
on a minute.
recording. And Pickles wants a high five, so let's see. Yeah, way better.
Much
Pickles is in
better.
the building, goddammit, on a Thursday.
That's right.
Maybe that's the thing. Pickles can only do high fives on Thursdays.
That's
Wednesdays,
right.
it's just garbage.
No
And,
self
you know,
high fives.
That's it. Yeah.
Pair,
nothing.
just
Okay,
regular
fair
high
enough.
five.
He's relaxed now.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
He was ready. Yeah.
I was nervous. Now we got it out of the
Stretching
way.
out the fingers. His drive here the whole time. He's like, only good vibes. Only good vibes.
Okay. Watch his hand. Watch his hand.
Go to the middle.
There it
Go
is.
to
You
the
can do
middle.
Centerpiece.
You
yeah,
can do this.
yeah.
You can
But
do this.
Let's not just put it all on Pickles. I'm not the greatest high fiver either, even though I do enjoy it. It's
You do
fine.
love a high
I mean,
five.
I do love a high five. I mean, I love singing, but I can't sing for shit. But I do it anyway.
Oh, so do
you
I.
know, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
same.
So whatever, don't matter.
And
Yeah.
more people sit there and they go, "Who sings that?"
Right.
I know
I
it's not
know.
me.
Hey, can you sing solo? Solo that I can't hear you.
Hey!
Oh, damn it!
I
Damn
like
it.
that one too.
Ah.
So last Saturday we were all together.
Yes.
We didn't do a podcast.
Yes.
No.
No, but
we
it's not a law that we have to do a podcast.
Right.
Although
Yeah.
it was requested
It was
a few
requested.
times.
It was.
Yeah. It was,
We
could've been
went to
interesting.
my sister and brother-in-law are moving. They're selling their house.
Yeah.
So they had quote unquote the final barbecue.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
And-
a different song.
There were a lot of people there who I'm glad to see, and you guys were there, and I absolutely loved it. But there's always the one.
Right.
There's
yeah.
always the one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was strange because we all congregated. It was a little hot,
Right.
so we congregated inside
Mm-hmm.
where it was air conditioned. And this woman walks in, and she was attractive.
Right.
And we all started talking to her, and you
Sure.
could tell one of our friends took a shine to her. And,
Oh, right. Okay.
and
Yes.
gave her a trip on. Would you like a tour of the house?
Oh.
Took her upstairs.
Tour
and,
of the house. I thought it was going to be like some Magic Mountain Ric Flair type stuff.
Woo!
Maybe. I wasn't sure, you know.
After what I've heard about Ric Flair lately, maybe.
Yeesh.
it's
Oh.
not.
All right, well, I'm talking about like
Okay.
1970s Ric Flair.
When you're
fine,
riding
whatever.
Space
Yeah.
Mountain.
Space Mountain.
And she came down, and I just kept asking, who is she?
Right.
This is somebody I don't know.
Right.
And later on, she was acting a little erratic.
Uh-huh.
I still don't even know
Right.
her name.
Was she the person that bought the house?
No.
She's breaking it in? Oh, okay. All right.
Although we kept saying we
That
have
would've
to find
been
that person and put in the deal that we
Right.
get to do a barbecue every year. But
Sure, why not?
And at one point, it came together, and I don't care how many people are going to go, that's not nice.
Right.
I'm going to say it.
Sure.
She was a little erratic, and then later on, as my sibling,
Yeah.
I have to run back and forth and do errands when they ask
Sure.
things.
Yeah.
So I'm in the kitchen quite a lot. She comes in. She goes, where are they? And I'm like, what's going on here? And she opens up the refrigerator, moves a few things. And she goes, okay, people are going to want these things. I've got veggie burgers.
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
There we go. Hold
Is that
on.
why she was erratic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Vegetarians, vegans, hear me
Right.
now.
Yeah.
When you're going to a barbecue, I'm not asking you to eat meat.
Right.
Because you shouldn't have to do that.
Sure, no, totally, yeah.
There's other things there.
Right.
Don't bring your food to the barbecue.
Well, if you go, or let me preempt that a little bit.
Yes,
because
please.
there-
Fine.
There are certain there is a large amount of hippies out there. So let me just put this out here. If you're going
Hippies.
to bring your own food, bring your own barbecue. Because the grills are going to mix no matter what, so, it may be a Boca
Okay,
burger,
fine.
but it's a bacon cheese Boca burger after you just slapped it on the grill. So there it is. Not to mention,
Bacon cheese flavor. Did you try the fakin?
Fun.
It's really good on that.
big old fun
Soy
fact.
cheese.
Big old fun fact,
Big
because
fun
barbecue season is coming through right now.
'Kay.
If you take a Boca burger, put it on top of a cheeseburger, it's delicious.
Really?
Yeah, puts a little extra onions and whatever those hippies are eating, that sort of meat, fake and
I will
whatever.
have you
but
know-
you slap that on top of a real deal, you're good as gold.
I will have you know there is a restaurant, and Lord knows I can't remember for the life of me now for
Right.
some reason.
It's in Florida.
That probably that serves the most excellent veggie burger because they have this amazing sauce. It's got meat in it, but
Sure.
I mean
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
amazing
Uh-huh.
sauce. Ever.
Yeah, yeah.
No, seriously, I've had them. They're good, but if I'm going to somebody's house,
right.
and we have another friend who we've nicknamed Bag of Lettuce
Right,
because
yeah.
at the Super Bowl party she brought
A bag of
bag
lettuce.
of lettuce,
Yeah.
even though there were salads and other
Right.
things that you could eat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't bring a bag of
yeah.
lettuce to a
Right.
Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
When there are tomatoes available, I don't know how to end that.
I always love offering vegans and vegetarians goldfish. Like the crackers.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
hoping.
no.
I was
no,
really
the crackers.
hoping.
No, the crackers because
Ah.
it's straight up and down, and they go, "Well, do you have a vegetarian option?" Yeah, we got goldfish.
There you go.
Well,
Mom, what happened to my
See,
goldfish?
they can't complain because goldfish are delicious,
Grandma's
and
a
everybody
vegetarian.
enjoys goldfish. So
True.
so much for that. So
So-
you get a multicolored, be fine.
Now you're going, did the show start? Yes, the show has started. In order to do that, I only have to do this one little button.
Ow.
Plus, for those of you who are not aware, this show starts 10 to 15 minutes before we start recording, where we just continue the conversation live into what we're doing, which is why you're so confused and we're already off the rails. However, let's get back on the rails with a little story that we like to drink to, because it's not a story, it's a game. It's called Shotgun Stories. Now, for those of you who don't know what Shotgun Stories is, I'm going to give it to you right now. We as a group go around the world looking for the wildest, crazy stories we can possibly come up with. We read them off to you, the listener. That's right, you, the listener. Hey, how's it going? What time is it right now? Is it 3 weeks from now? 2 months from now? Who knows? I don't know, but we need you to vote on these stories. What are these stories? These are shotgun stories. We go around the world looking for the wildest, craziest stuff we could possibly come up with. We read them off to you, the listener. Get involved on the Drain, the CTD Facebook group page, and that's where the poll will be with all three stories. Vote for whichever story you like. Vote for whichever person you like. Close your eyes and vote. Holy shit, we need votes. Votes are awesome. Whoever has the most votes wins. 3 wins in a row gets to punish the other 2 suckers when the punishment takes place. Those punishments will go up on YouTube. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe on the YouTube page. That's Circling the Drain Podcast. We need it. You love it. Shotgun Stories.
You know, it's weird because I saw a poll and
Yeah.
there was the girl dancing, and I asked
Right.
for punishment.
Yeah.
It cost me $50.
Hey.
And Boca
yeah.
burgers.
Really? Man.
Well, I had meat. but,
Listen,
I don't know about you guys.
I never go to the strip clubs where the hippies strip. Actually, no, that's a lie. I would go to
Would
only
that be
strip
called
clubs.
the strippies?
I would only go to
strippies!
hippie strip clubs. Yeah, totally. Wow.
I love the strippies.
All right.
Okay.
I thought that
Hey.
was an award for best
Hey,
strippers.
might be coming soon.
Coming to the stage. Looks like she's got buckwheat in a headlock. Hey!
70s Earth Mama
Yes,
Muff coming to the stage. Here we go.
totally.
Sean said we have to-
Sorry, drink. It would be a leg lock, not a headlock.
Nah.
A leg lock is hairy armpits. A leg lock is, so drink.
Pickles,
I screwed that
explain
up.
the drinking
I
rules.
screwed that up.
So when Sean here flubs a line,
Or
when
screws something up.
or screws something up, when
Anything.
I interrupt, I mean, we kind of make it subjective. And then when Ira does what he does pretty much every minute of this show and talk in an accent,
Right.
you
Right.
drink.
I didn't know.
He's good at it. Yeah.
Drink.
I
And
know.
occasionally we miss it. We don't get it. So
Yeah.
we don't actually go drink. So then your job to do is yell at your phone and go drink, and then take a drink yourself and keep going. So you feel part of the group.
And while you're watching, your roommate's going to be sitting there going, "Get it yourself. What do you look like? Your maid?"
Wait a minute. You're watching a podcast? It's a drinking game? What is that? Let me see. And that's
let
how
me
you
see.
build fans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had to learn who won last week. And when you have story, frisbee golfers, and a hammerhead shark
Hey.
together, we know that means it was pickle time.
Yeah.
There we go. When you hit
Extending
the
my
button, it
year-end
works.
lead.
Yeah, today is the halfway mark,
Wow.
and
Wow.
Pickles has 11 wins. I have 7. Sean, your goal is shattered.
Oh, it's shot.
He wanted 0,
Completely
and he's
shot.
got 4 wins.
I got
My
4.
God.
Damn it.
I
Four.
have an announcement.
Man.
You're giving
I am-
one of your wins to Sean?
No, I am planning on a
Passing all
punishment
these
in
wins
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
He's planning on punishing in 2
2-week
weeks.
punishment.
Okay.
I'm
We
planning
should.
a punishment that will take 2 weeks.
I think we should
Oh,
bring in a few
goodness.
people so we're not alone.
Sure.
Okay.
Totally. Yeah.
Pickles, player pass.
I'm passing over to this guy right
Oh, okay,
here.
cool.
Good.
Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not going to be in 2 weeks. Just letting you know. I'll be here in spirit, so punish my spirit. It's fine.
Oh man.
All right. Anyway, I'm just
The
kidding.
new
I'll be
rule.
here.
I can't
I'll
because I'm
be
running the
here.
board. Hold on. I'm running the board.
Sorry. Busy board.
Board.
hopping.
Nice board.
Busy
Who's a good board?
Board.
Who's a
hopping.
good board?
Who's the
I'm-
stiff board?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm
so-
multitasking. I'm running the board and hosting the show. I can't possibly be punished.
I can't do a third thing.
Exactly. I can only wear so many hats. All right.
I need
So,
Need one.
anybody who's well aware of my shotgun stories, you know where this is going. So we have an escape. Oh my goodness, it's somewhere in England, and what do you think escaped? Some bears.
Where's it 3 of them and one of them was just right?
Drink, by the way.
Hold on, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Hey, you know what's interesting is we're going, oh, what's Sean's story?
Right.
Sean is also going, what's my story?
No, I knew my story. I was just waiting for Pickles to get out what he wanted to get out, and then I
Ah.
was going to say continue on.
Okay.
Trying to.
They were bass.
Not step. Okay. So a bear escapes from a park enclosure and eats a week's supply of honey.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. So a pair of European bears escaped from an enclosure at a British wildlife park and made their way to a food storage area where they feasted on snacks including a week's worth of honey. The Wildwood... Wait, what?
He went to Wildwood, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so strike that, reverse it. The name of the person they interviewed, who I can't pronounce and I don't care, said the 5-year-old bears, Mish and Lucy, escaped from their enclosure due to an, quote, an operational error that followed when access to a behind-the-scenes area used for food storage was accidentally left open. The park closed due to bears being out. The bears were located, lured safely back into their enclosure where they were locked up. A new lock has been put on the behind-the-scenes door where the bears actually escaped from. Nobody was harmed. Nobody even really knew it happened because it happened on a light day at the parks, and nobody was injured, and everything is right as rain.
You know what? I disagree with that.
Right.
From what I heard,
Yeah.
Carl
Yeah.
had really wanted some honey
Yes.
to put on
Oh,
his yogurt.
no.
Right.
And Carl, the park ranger, couldn't
Yeah.
get any honey.
He couldn't.
'cause they-
Ah.
Those damn bow tie bears, they'll get you every time.
Uh,
You could tell they had bow ties because they were young, little, tiny bears. So,
And
you know,
that is how you tell if it's an adult bear or a
Absolutely.
baby one.
Bow tie or
After-
regular tie?
Yes, after years of running this joke, we've finally figured out how to explain it.
There we
so,
go.
Totally, we're working.
Carl needs to bear down about the honey situation, though.
You know, it sounds like a bit of a grisly story to me.
It does.
yeah.
Yeah. I hope your story is the polar opposite of mine.
Yes!
Your turn.
Something for waka waka waka, something furry.
Okay.
There you go.
Bears. And,
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure this show will be action-packed with bear references throughout the entire thing. Or we may not do another goddamn thing for the whole hour. Who knows?
You know, it's a honey of a story.
Exactly.
Anyway, so, you know.
Yeah.
Where are the lions and tigers?
Oh, my.
There we go.
Okay. You want me to go next? Or?
I want you to go
Oh.
next. I don't usually go third.
He
so I
wants
would
to
like
bring up
to
the
bring it up.
lead. Bring up the rear. Okay, well, my story's from Spain, and we used to do a bit. I actually considered moving my story to this bit that we haven't done in a while, where there are certain crimes that are committed that are taken directly from a movie.
Uh-oh.
Specifically, people have done the Bernie thing
Right.
a lot, where they bring someone who's dead and like, hey, we're gonna get
yeah.
this. Well, this one's from a movie, and I'm sure you'll recognize it after I tell you what happened.
Okay.
An unusual incident took place on the road in a small town in Spain. A local police patrol noticed the driver of a van wasn't wearing a seatbelt and was driving a bit erratically, so they pulled him over. 70-year-old man immediately said, kind of a bitchy tone to the police.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, after looking at the police, I should have run you over.
Drink.
I don't know why he's Irish, but he is.
They usually are.
Because I
They
can't do
usually
a Spanish one.
Right.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Things only got more heated from there. Suspecting that the man was under the influence of alcohol.
Mm.
Really? Shocker.
Hold on one more second. I'm sorry.
Get it out. There you go.
Yeah, I think I need some water. But
Yeesh.
that the man was under the influence. Officers asked him to take a breathalyzer test, which showed he was impaired.
Right.
Did they say how much he was impaired?
Yeah, he blew it 12.
12.0? How are you still alive?
Unfortunately, no. He blew a 12. One of those officers. Then they said, we'd like you to do it again.
Right.
And he said,
this
no!
time, slowly.
This time he said, now I'm going to kill you all.
Wow.
What?
That escalated quickly.
Police sort of looked at each other and went, what the hell's he doing?
Sir, it's a
and they
breathalyzer.
didn't notice
Yeah.
that the man went to the back of his van, opened the van, and a swarm of bees immediately attacked the
Right.
police.
What is this?
Bees! Oh,
wow.
everywhere! In
Hey.
case you don't know, I'm referencing Tommy Boy.
Right.
Those
yeah.
were fake bees.
Yeah,
but,
they're all over me.
the policemen were stung several times, and they just went right to their car and went, we're out of here. The beekeeper how did he not get stung?
Right,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Because
Yeah.
he's a beekeeper. He
Right.
knows his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, bees don't sit there and they go, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Or he Tommy Boyed it and he faked the whole thing and the cops were just dumb.
Oh, could.
I
Could
mean,
be.
You know.
The beekeeper got in his car and drove off. After calling for reinforcements, the policemen were able to track down the beekeeper because he wasn't able to drive that
You know,
fast.
totally. Yeah, he crashed into a tree 5 miles away.
Bees! The unarmed man was arrested and released on bail just hours after giving his statement. Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the
Wow.
buzz about this story, though?
Yeesh.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, with all that drunk driving, they really did take the sting out of him.
Right. Hmm. Funny how both of our stories had to do with honey. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well,
Not really, but yeah.
I just hope they don't bumble the investigation.
Oh, man.
No.
Hey, guys, I went to the store and found on a clearance rack a yellow jacket. Oh, it's
Hey!
beautiful. It fits so well. I cannot wait till it cools off.
You know, I hear they did this all across the state. It was a real sting operation.
Oh, man.
This segment is sponsored by Honey Nut Cheerios.
Anaphylactic shock!
And anaphylactic shock.
The best shock you can get into.
Yeah.
And
Are you-
brought to you by EpiPen.
Are you allergic to bees? Well, that sucks.
I thought it stings. Wait a
No,
minute.
I
And
do.
sucks at the same time. No, the sucking was earlier in the story.
Right, yes. Yeah, totally. Anyway.
If you can find the queen,
Hey-o.
remember that. No, don't do that.
No.
Okay, we've waited
You'll
long
die.
enough, apparently. Pickles.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Quite the build.
Technically, this is a third story about honey, but
Oh!
it's a woman honey. It's like if you
Oh,
call
hey.
your woman
Oh,
honey.
there we go.
Strippers.
There we go.
But bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy.
I'll explain. So, this
No,
is
just stop right there.
bitches be
That's
crazy.
it.
Shotgun stories, everybody. So if you want to vote for Pickles, and bitches be crazy.
Okay, so a 42-year-old man who went unnamed, he is the victim in here.
Okay.
Got into a relationship with a woman who was 36 by the name of Kristen Marie Spearman. They got a marriage license around June 2nd, but unfortunately, they never ended up going through the wedding.
Okay.
Oh.
However, this 36-year-old woman is being held on felony stalking charges in a bizarre case where the wedding was actually held without the groom present and without his knowledge.
Oh.
Yep.
To you, okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Right,
good.
Yeah.
So this is the lieutenant said. This is the Beverly Hills police chief who dealt with this. Corey Martins expressed that he'd seen nothing like this. I was here Friday evening when this came in. When I was talking to the lieutenant, I said, I don't think in 23 years I've ever heard of anyone who managed somehow to get married to someone who wasn't actually present at the ceremony.
That's
Did he do it by Zoom?
I
mean,
know he
yeah.
was.
Oh,
he
so there
was-
is no little.
He was
Right.
never there.
Wait. Okay.
He was never there. At first, we were really considering that it may be some forged documents. However,
Right.
once we made contact with the Reverend who ended up signing the actual ceremony, showing that they were unified, he basically, solidified the fact that, the groom was not present when that actually occurred.
He told me he was in the bathroom.
Do you? Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
we're
I
good.
do. Hold on, courtesy flush. My bad. My bad. I know it's a wedding.
So Chief Martin said his
to
office.
apply for the wedding.
So the 42-year-old man contacted the office and said he found a package from his ex-girlfriend at his home, which included a copy of a marriage certificate showing that he was married.
Oh, lovely.
Huh.
The investigation determined that the woman convinced the pastor to certify the marriage without the groom actually being present.
Right.
I'll
And
give
then
you something if you give
Yeah.
me something.
Then she went to the county clerk's office and filed the certificate herself.
Right.
The
Well,
chief.
no,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. No,
The
continue.
chief explained that he had spoken with the victim, who expressed that he's going to go through a significant process to try to fix the situation. I've talked to the victim, and he is going to go through that significant process. It's does that mean? He said, "What does that mean for my safety, my property?" Which is a huge conversation.
She owns half.
Apparently,
Right.
no, they're completely broken up. But also, what I have to do to fix it, and it's looking like the process is going to be quite lengthy. The charges for this are third-degree felony stalking.
Ooh.
And that's it.
Wow.
It's a very weird case
Okay.
of, apparently, I didn't know I was married.
I guess. Yeah. Wow.
And they asked the lawyer, what should he do? And they
Right.
said, well,
Yeah. I mean, totally. Yes. Yeah. Eventually.
Were you there? I mean, I was sleeping. Maybe I was
maybe?
drugged.
I don't know.
Sean,
Yeah.
we keep referencing your invisible ex. What
Right.
is there somebody out there? Maybe we don't.
No.
know?
No. She's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, long gone.
So
yeah, it's fine.
that's what we should tell this guy to do.
Yeah.
Right. Just
yeah.
imagine, technically your marriage is imaginary, so just imagine she doesn't exist, she's dead, and call it a day. Move to another state. I don't know.
I'm paying you imaginary child support.
Right,
and
yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
I'll double it.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, the one person that's going to believe that entire story is the divorce lawyers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. All right, cool. I'm going to make money off of this.
How many
Right.
zeros?
Yeah,
How many zeros?
exactly.
Let's just add another $10,000.
Yeah.
How much do you have to bribe the pastor to do this?
I don't know if the pastor,
I don't.
It
How do
seems
you
like the
bribe a
pastor
pastor?
was
Like,
not noticing this. It's
Right.
Like,
Wait,
Maybe-
pastors can,
maybe he's really old. Maybe
He
he's like
could be.
really, really old. She's like, I want to find the oldest church guy I could possibly find, so he won't know the difference.
And Jeff Dunham was in the okay. When I say so, I play.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Yep,
Okay.
totally. So just
Drink.
just found Father Time, found Old Man River. in the shimmering shawls and all that, and was like, "We need to get married. Who's this we? Me and this guy. He's right here. You can see him, can't you? No. Well, your glasses suck.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
worry.
fine. Just
He's
sign
here. Hit it.
Yeah.
He's here.
He's
okay,
here. Yep,
I'm here.
there he
There
is.
you go.
Sign it. Thank
Do
you.
you? I do.
Right.
I'm done.
I
Here
do.
we go.
I
Gotta
now
go.
pronounce you husband.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
The pastor's dead. No, we got it. We
works.
got it. We got it. We got
It
it.
is-
Signature's there.
Somebody take his hand. It
Yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
to be.
Yeah, we're good.
You know.
Hold on a
Good.
second. Okay, the ink's dry. It's set.
Done.
Set.
Oh my God, I had enough trouble with the real wedding. Imagine.
Right.
Maybe
No.
that would be easier though.
What about the fake prenup?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Should have
Money.
solidified that.
Well, we got plenty of stories, and Sean's going to tell you how you can vote for one or all of them.
All right, cool. So check this out. Head on over to The Drain, the Circling the Drain Facebook group page, and when you see the poll with all three of these stories, vote. Close your eyes, vote. I don't know, pick it, vote. Use different fingers.
So I'm gonna do that this
However
week.
you can vote on this story is much appreciated. We need as many votes as we could possibly get. Whoever has the most votes wins. 3 wins in a row turns into a punishment. If you were listening about, 10, 20 minutes ago, Pickles got a punishment coming up in 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
And I'm terrified. But that's Shotgun Stories, and we need to be moving on.
That's right. Guys,
Yes.
what is the most, I don't want to say outrageous, although if you have something outrageous, that would be great.
Right.
What have you done to try to avoid somebody? What lengths would you go to avoid someone, technically, for any reason? You know, you don't like them,
right.
you owe them money, they're angry, you don't want to get into a fight.
Right. You dated them, stuff
Exactly.
like that. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
with you, they're dead then. So,
Yeah, well, they're not. Sadly, they're not all dead. Yeah, the one that I was married to, she's gone. Woo. The rest of them, they're still fluctuating around.
Bitches be crazy.
And tripping, and hoes be lying. So yeah,
Okay, so is this like in the moment or going somewhere
In the
that you
moment.
know?
right.
I mean, there's been times when I'm just like, yeah, no, and I'm just like leaving for the car immediately.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't gone
So
to
you
like,
will leave a store.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah!
oh,
I've
yeah.
done
Go
it.
to.
I've done that.
oh
Just walk
yeah,
out.
I've gone to a different supermarket because I walked down one of the aisles and I quickly noticed and beeline the hell out of there because I didn't want to have anything to
Pardon me.
do with the individual that was in the place. I'm not going to name
Okay.
names.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
No. So
yeah.
you've done the
That's
same thing?
I've done the same thing. I've done that at a club once where I'm just like, oh look, it's 11 o'clock. It's
Right.
getting late. I
Yeah.
think I need to go.
We got here 10 minutes ago.
It's getting
Exactly.
late.
It's getting late. I
Getting
gotta
late
go.
early.
Well,
It's getting
exactly.
late
It
early.
is way past my bedtime.
Well, let's see. Those seem pretty tame compared to our friend in Florida here,
Uh-huh.
where the police were called to a home of a neighbor. Now, if you ever go on vacation,
Right.
and you may ask, hey, could you watch my house?
oh, right, sure, yeah,
Just make
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
the plants are
yeah,
watered,
you know,
that kind
yeah.
of thing.
Feed the plants, water the cats, all that.
That's
yeah,
it.
totally. hmm
They don't like that.
Well, they need to deal with it when they live in my house.
That's
It's
true.
fine, you know. You haven't lived until you take a cat and throw them down a slip and slide. They love it.
Ooh.
Well, after about 7 tries, then they love it, but it's fine.
Who doesn't
you know.
like a wet pussy?
Exactly.
Okay, so
Oh.
Especially when it flies off and hits the wall. You know, whatever.
I'm beginning to see your problem here.
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
you know. yeah.
That wet pussy's got
Right.
claws.
Well, this guy
Right.
noticed a flurry of suspicious activity going on. The lights were going on and off, and there shouldn't be anybody in the house. Cops walked in. They found Joe.
Oh.
Joe's a 44-year-old man, and he was just cooking dinner for himself. And they said, "What's that sound?" I'm running the bath. for
Oh,
myself."
okay. Right.
Like, you don't live here, Joe.
Nope.
Why are you here, Joe?
And why are you being called by your first name, Joe?
Because they kept
Right.
writing Joe.
Exactly, yeah.
Joe had justified breaking in, saying, I got into a fight with my wife, and I didn't want to go home.
Right.
So 4 days ago, I broke into this
Totally,
house,
yeah.
and I've been living here.
Right.
I've been taking good
So
care
if
of
you
it.
sons of bitches could go away for about another month and a half once squatters' rights kicks in, I'll be straight. Thanks.
Why are you bothering me? I've been here for a good
Seriously,
time, and then
yeah.
all of a sudden you have to come in and live?
Why don't
By
we?
the way,
yeah.
my bath is, it's just the right
Right.
temperature.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Why don't we just make it an issue when these strangers come back to their damn house? Where are they anyway? It's been a couple of days. I mean,
Also,
By the
there's
way,
gonna
don't
be a-
look in the basement.
Yeah, no.
Also, there's going to be a bunch of charges on your pay-per-view.
Right,
Um,
yeah.
Like,
You guys got a lot of porn channels. a lot of porn channels.
And Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You're watching children's movies? Get in
Hey,
here.
you know, gotta keep it balanced. Gotta keep it balanced.
Despite his excuses, he was hit with felony unarmed burglary. That could be a felony.
Yeah.
Misdemeanor petty theft. I don't know. Could that have been the food? Was he
Probably,
eating
yeah. He's
their
stealing
food?
cheeseburgers and he's stealing bubble bath.
He stole their cable.
Yeah. Well, he rented he's putting charges.
Yeah,
Putting
it's
porn
putting on
charges
there.
on
Yeah.
the cable bill. Ugh.
And domestic battery.
Domestic
He
battery.
used a battery.
Well,
sometime.
and it was a domestic
Nope.
one.
Therein lies, picking up the cat and throwing it down the slippery slide. It just, I mean, the carpet in their living room is destroyed, but we had a good afternoon.
So I guess this house was not just right.
No, totally. Better try next door. Maybe it'll be just right. Goldilocks.
I don't know if you showed up.
Yeah, and there was a squatter sitting in my house.
Well, but he explained. Look, I'm gonna leave.
No, you're not.
And I'm taking care of the house.
totally
can see
are.
I'm taking
Yeah,
care of the house.
no.
Look, I clean.
Right.
Do you like the new bookshelf I put in?
No, but you're gonna love the beating I'm about to give you.
But oh,
It doesn't matter. No, get out of my house. I don't give a shit. This is a B&E, and unless
I gave your dog a haircut. Look, he looks like a
yeah,
little
well,
lion now.
That's not
Yeah,
my
get out.
dog. 'Cause my dog would have bit your ass. What are you
By
doing?
the way, we don't
Get
have a
out.
dog.
Exactly.
I brought him in. You
Right,
could have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
No.
The only thing
No.
we have in this house is cats, and they love the slip and slide. That's about it.
Okay. So I thought that was an interesting little.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that guy Joe deserves a beating.
Guys flipping cheeseburgers, hanging out with Mr. Bubble, just some random ass rando's house.
You guys want a chicken sandwich? I got extra.
I
if
mean,
want.
you know.
I mean,
That's a
after
prize.
you could do it and then leave the fuck out of here.
I mean, it's
Okay.
such a beautiful day, and whoever owns this house has such a nice barbecue. Let's just go use the yard. Why don't you go through the front yard to the street and walk the hell down the block?
I'll tell you what. I'll buy the beer.
Yeah, well,
I've already got a lot of beer already.
we're good.
in the
Yeah,
house.
their liquor cabinet's full.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no. But I don't want to spend their money.
I
mean,
already
I'll
drank
spend
everything
their
because
money.
because my wife doesn't let alcohol in the house. That's why we got in a
That's
fight.
why we're in a fight.
That's why we're fighting.
I wonder what could you be fighting that it's just like I'm not going home.
Oh,
What could the fight have been?
I have no idea. I've never gotten that far.
You never met Joe before.
I never
huh?
met Joe before. We never fought about anything, so it's fine.
So what do you think Joe
know.
was fighting about?
Probably, maybe he used all the bubble bath.
Oh,
He does like to take
That was
baths,
it, you know.
apparently. Yeah.
Dude's being and running a bath. Like he probably came right out of that. Was like, she came home from a long day at work. She's like, "Who used all the Mr. Bubble?" And he's like, "It was me this morning. I don't have a job. All I do is bathe. What are you talking about?" Yeah. She's like,
You don't have a job to go to and you just bathe?
I
What are you, a
put in-
professional bather?
I put
I'm
in
practicing
all this work as a hippie stripper. Nobody comes to my
Again,
shows.
a strippy.
Exactly. Trying to be a decent strippy. All I want is a little Mr. Bubble in my bath when I get home, and your dumbass took it all.
I wanted a Boca Burger.
Damn it.
Someone put a cheeseburger on it. It was delicious, but
You know, all of your B rating is just making me want to break into somebody's house and take a bath someplace else. Good.
You know
I
what?
hope they only have Palmolive.
thinking of things that you want.
Yeah.
Not Palmolive.
No, it's Cake Check. The most delicious cupcakes and cakes you're ever going to get your hands on. And you go, I can get a delicious one. We've got a bakery down the block.
Yeah.
What's
well,
special? Pickles, what's special about Cake Check?
Cake Chick will give you exactly what you want. Now you want, like, remember the vegetarian woman?
Yeah.
beforehand? It was
Right,
like,
right,
and
right.
Guess what?
What?
If she wants vegetarian cupcakes to bring to the barbecue,
Vegans.
she can do them.
Vegans like cupcakes too.
They
you know.
do?
Vegans
Hey,
as well.
why not?
Vegetarian cupcakes.
And
vegan
what else?
cupcakes.
What about a gluten allergy?
I could take care of that too. That's no problem.
They could do
any
that?
flavors, any specifics. Like you want a baseball
what?
diamond on top of a cake.
Ooh.
We could do that. No problem. I'm not gonna do it, but I can promote it. The cake chick could do it. You just got to get in touch.
How
So-
about fireworks, by the way, on your cake for the 4th of July?
That's coming.
There you
That's
go.
coming.
Yes, I mean, you know.
Now, you want to see the work. You just don't want to take our word for it. So
Right.
where do you go?
Cake chick.
Where?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Cake chick 1217.
There you go. And like they said, you're going to see these amazing cakes and cupcakes. All these amazing designs that she's done in the past. So here's what happens. You go, I got an idea, like Sean said. My kids in Little League and their team just went to the playoffs. Yay!
Good stuff.
So I want these flavors,
Mm-hmm.
and I want this design.
Got it.
And it's going to taste amazing. It's going to look amazing. And now you're going, I have to spend all this money because it's
Yeah.
a specialty item.
It's true.
But we
Lot
can
of
help
money.
you out.
We can. I mean, things are expensive, but we do want to save you a little bit. So we'll give you a promo code of 3 easy letters being CTD.
Those are easy.
Yes.
And how much will you save if I use that promo code?
It's like a round number. Let's do like 20%.
20% off. So your wallet is going to thank you.
Yes.
Your guests are going to go crazy for this.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do this for every event? Dads and grads,
Yep.
you know, everybody's birthday, everybody's anniversary.
4th of
it's
July,
cake
it's
chick.
just round the block.
Joe might show up. You
He
might want to
might.
get him a
Yeah,
bath cake.
Yeah, sure.
Joe better bring cupcakes if he's going to break in.
It's true. Back to the show about Joe.
Start again!
Yeah, I'm going to turn that down next time. Meanwhile,
I'm getting confused on the order of the show. It's like,
there's an order to the show.
actually, no, there really
There's no
isn't.
rhyme or reason.
Not rhyme or
It's
reason.
fine.
You know what? We just discussed food. I got some food news here.
Oh, boy.
Lay's has introduced, you know, every year they do this. They have their $1 million new flavor contest.
Oh, yes.
They call
Yeah.
it Do Us a Flavor, I believe.
Oh, it doesn't say that
Hey.
here, but thank
Do
God
me
they
a
don't.
quick flavor, buddy.
Oh!
Okay.
70,000 plus submissions.
Man, that's a lot of flavors.
There is somebody out there getting stoned going, I got an idea.
I'm gonna eat all of
Spam
them.
and bubble bath.
Blech.
Joe!
Oh,
we keep
gross.
telling you.
Listen,
There's no
that-
bubble bath flavor.
That might go over in Hawaii. However, the rest of the United States is not eating spam-flavored cheeseburgers
Palmolive
or
and Honey
potato
Nut
chips
Cheerios.
or whatever the
sounds
hell we're
so
eating here.
good.
I don't even know.
Do you remember, or did you even try these? These are from the past. Cheesy garlic bread.
Yes, I did. And it
Yes.
was awesome.
Yeah, Lay's.
Those
Yes.
good?
Yep, totally. They were
Southern biscuits and gravy.
good. Yes, I did. They were weird. They had an odd aftertaste.
Could
they-
it have been gravy?
No, it wasn't. It was almost like it kind of gave you the hint of you were eating like mashed potatoes and gravy. But after about like 4 or 5 chips, you're like, now I feel like I'm just eating salt and pepper. Like this is just I'm done. Like so those
It's
flavor
lumpy.
those flavor chips are really good, but like 2 or 3 to catch that flavor, but you can't eat them by the handful because eventually you're gonna be like, oh, all right, that's enough.
I can't
Cheesy
eat enough.
garlic.
So, Sean, this year's winner is Just Mayo.
Just
So-
Mayo.
Oh,
Well, I mean, potato chip bags do float in swimming pools. So,
Okay.
I mean, the neighbors will just be used to it. It's fine.
Of course, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Fans voted in the 3
I'm not.
finalists. He would throw
I'm
those
throwing
away.
shit in your pool, but it's coming over the fence, so, you know, it'll just happen.
The 2
this
runner-ups.
program is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's
Exactly.
Mayo. If you're going to throw
Yes.
something into the pool, make it Duke's Mayo.
If you're going to throw it
Duke's
into
Mayo,
the pool,
yeah.
if you're going to throw it into the pool, make sure you do it with a hook shot from the neighbor's yard.
Duke's Mayo, sponsored by Strippies.
Blech.
Okay. The number 2 and 3, which, by the way, the runner-ups, 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in case I'm missing some math,
Right.
3 should get less than what 2 gets.
Last time I checked. Well, then
No.
again, it's food and fat people are weird. And
I'm
yeah.
right here!
I'm not talking about the people in the room. I'm
Oh,
talking about
okay.
the fat people listening. We
Okay.
love you anyway.
The strippies.
You know, you and your sausage fingers that just selected this show.
Hey! Flavors will be featured in grocery stores for a limited time for the 2 runner-ups. Korean-style fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a wavy chip, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
it.
Uh-huh.
And Valentina and lime.
The hell is that?
I don't know, but
Yeah. Is it spicy?
Valentina was one of the
Valentina
strippies.
might be
Right.
spicy.
Is it a
I mean,
spicy
All
chip?
the ones I've met. She's a spicy chick.
Right.
And
I've,
with lime.
I've had a few spicy chips in my day. You know, not too bad. Oh, spicy chicks. Yeah, no. Exactly.
Valentina, by the way, is a hot sauce.
It is. Okay. All right. So when I spot those hot sauce chips, I will give them a shot, and I'll let you know how they are.
But the winner
Yeah.
from Paula George of Oklahoma, and these will be sold in grocery stores everywhere, bacon grilled cheese.
Okay.
I
All right.
You know what?
fine.
I think that's
That'll be good.
a winner.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I can do that
Yeah.
one.
I hope I can eat more than 5 chips before I'm like, ugh, I got the sweats. This is too much. It's too much flavor here.
That would be
But
good.
yeah. I mean, I'm glad that we're talking about Lay's flavors instead of Pringles flavors, because like everyone, like Pringles is in every flavor remotely possible thought of or thought
Mint
of
chocolate
later.
chip
Yeah,
ice cream.
exactly.
There you go.
And you're just like, why do they come in this tennis ball holder? Like, it's just weird. And they're fine. They're not very good. They're fine.
And why is it
now-
when I get to the bottom all of a sudden it's just crumbs that I can't ever actually
Seriously,
eat?
who the hell crushed those chips? It just I was pulling them out
impossible.
delicately.
Hey,
Somehow
hey.
there's a crushed bottle at the bottom.
Not everybody likes uniformity, okay? Sometimes
Right?
chaos has to rule.
Sometimes people just close fists. The Pringles just god damn it! I'm just gonna
And now I have to find out. Let's see if you guys are part of the boycott.
go.
There's apparently a massive boycott going on right
Boycotts.
now.
boys?
Boycotts.
I'm
Oh,
gonna ask
man.
you one at a time.
Yeah, I just think of well rested children. Boycotts.
Because the
They
they're
got
smaller.
big.
They're very
Yeah,
small.
totally. Sorry, that was a stupid joke. Continue.
Sean,
Yes.
have you been to McDonald's in the past few days?
I have not. I've been
Okay.
to McDonald's once in the past 15 years, which was about 4 months ago, and it's awful.
So I'm guessing you're part of the boycott. Pickles.
I would say I haven't been to McDonald's in God knows how long, so I am also part of the boycott.
Oh, good.
Boycott is.
I'm
I
gonna
just don't
tell
like
you.
McDonald's. Oh, okay. Let's listen.
But no, you could say that you're part of the
Oh,
boycott.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm part of the boycott.
When,
Yeah.
when you meet
Totally.
like a strippy, you
Yeah,
go, I'm part of the boycott.
Yeah, like, yep.
No shaving needed!
Well-rested teenager just hanging out with hippie strippers.
Now-
if you don't know what we're talking about, circle back. You might figure it out.
If they ask you, you have to know about the boycott.
Oh, okay.
So it's a popular American fast food chain, like I said, in McDonald's. and
Right.
the boycott started Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to go till the 30th.
Oh,
That's not really a lot of a boycott, though.
right.
We're boycotting.
The day-
Okay, yeah, boycott, yes.
Okay, now-
Why it got to be boycott? What happened to girl cot, person cot,
See, my
apricot?
ooh, apricot. All right.
I like that.
Little peanut butter on some toast. We're good.
There
Yeah.
you
All
go.
right. Yeah. Sure.
This boycott brought to you.
By Burger King.
It was Chick-fil-A, but close enough. The People's Union USA, where boycotts happen.
Right.
Da, 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 da. They planned several boycotts of popular restaurants and stores this year due to price increases,
Oh.
due to corporate policies.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And they are calling it the Economic Blackout Tour. Yo, I hope they can get like Eminem for that.
Yeah.
Economic
Totally.
Blackout Tour.
It's hot out. If my air conditioner goes off, someone's getting punched. Just saying.
They say economic resistance is working. We've done it with Target, Walmart, and Amazon. They're feeling it.
Drink.
They're talking about it. Actually, it's just a cold. coming
Oh, okay. I thought this was like pretentious workforce.
It might
guy.
be,
Okay.
but I can't
All
even
right.
do anything.
All right.
They're talking about the boycotts. They're talking about the People's Union. The Rock should be doing this.
There it is.
You
Yeah.
know, the People's Union.
The People's Union.
My friends, we are fighting for these corporations to pay their fair share of taxes to alleviate that from the American worker. We're fighting for those companies to hold manufacturers and themselves to a reasonable profit margin cap and equality across the board.
Huh.
So basically what they're saying is, why are you making money?
Right,
I don't
right.
like that. I
Yeah.
don't make a lot of money.
And
so-
we're going to drop the people's elbow on all of their prices, and we're going
Exactly.
to make sure that they taste the people's strudel.
Right.
Wait.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Yes?
maybe.
Yes?
But the flurry machine is still broken.
Oh, well, that's always going to
yeah,
happen.
yeah. But
Corporate greed.
I gotta be honest though. I thought I wasn't going to McDonald's because I didn't like it.
No.
But however, I must be a revolutionary.
You are.
Oh man, this is great. I didn't really have to do much.
He's a
Sweet.
revolutionary.
You
He's
tell
a
by-
visionary.
You can tell by the beard. I got my Castro going over here. All right.
So now, you could tell people all the time. I'm
Right.
I don't go to McDonald's. Oh, because
Yeah.
it's bad for you. No,
No.
they're
It's
being
expensive.
bad toward
Their
people.
terrible food is terribly priced.
Listen, I didn't want to go to Taco Bell because of the economic boycott and not because my wife said no, we cannot get Taco Bell for
Right,
lunch on the way
right.
back.
I didn't know I was part of the
I
solution.
was part of the
I mean,
solution.
I personally want to go to Taco Bell because they just released chicken nuggets that are covered in corn flour tortilla chips, and they're delicious, but that's just me.
Well, they're not on the list yet, so you're fine.
Oh, okay, good
so
stuff.
you're doing it because you are responsible
Sweet.
American.
Guess who's getting nacho chip chicken nuggets after the show? Woohoo!
You are.
I am.
Nacho fries,
Yeah.
nacho chicken nuggets.
Hey.
Let's go.
And my nachos.
I sadly
Sadly.
have to do this bit right now
All right.
because Sean and I
Uh-oh.
were lucky enough
Oh, boy.
to make fun of Carolina and Pickles for years
Okay.
for one word:
Oh, no.
millennials.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It didn't matter what it was.
didn't.
We could just,
No.
you're eating Tide Pod? Oh, that's the millennial.
What is going
and
on
you guys
here?
would fight it constantly saying what they always say, no, we're the older millennials.
Yeah.
We're right on the edge. We think they're just as dumb as you do.
Whoa. I'm the older millennial.
Right.
She's still in the middle. By the
Well,
way.
I'm going to tell her you said
You
that.
can tell her I said that. We're not on the same island. It's like a
Listen,
little
And her
different.
baby's a little beta now.
Carolina will forever be 30 and change, and that's all that matters.
$29.95
Exactly. Yeah.
plus tax. Millennials were raised on promises of flying cars, stable careers after college, and the dream of owning a home.
Aw.
Wasn't that everybody?
That was, yeah.
We've been hearing about. I am the oldest
Right.
in this group,
Yeah.
and we always said, "Oh, in the year 2000, we're gonna have flying cars."
We all watch Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Holy shit, that's going to happen in 2009?
We could do that.
Well, the
So-
greatest generation was built on the man getting a nice home, and then all of a sudden the woman just making sure that she has a steady job as a housewife.
Yeah.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Now drowning in student debt and hustling through a gig-based economy.
Right.
Not so much, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So there was a post asking millennials to share what are the biggest lies you were told growing up.
Okay.
And unfortunately, all the stuff that we had said,
Yeah.
we're going to prove it's
Sure.
not just millennials. They were just the punching
Oh yeah,
bag
yeah.
folks.
Life is one big lie. We're all just overgrown children that never turned into adults.
Number one,
Oh boy.
millennials created participation trophies. Everybody gets a trophy.
Right.
I knew it then.
Yeah.
I had gotten them.
Yeah.
I had played in camp
I
and
never
stuff
got one.
like that. You never participated either.
No, I did. Totally. No, I did. I absolutely did. I was actually very I was a very athletic person. I still am actually, but I just never liked to play. I just didn't give a shit, and whatever.
Well,
so
you have
like
to play to
when
get
I
the
did,
trophy.
but when I did compete, I actually did win trophies and medals and stuff like that. Like I was
But
very
no,
fast.
but you
and-
won them.
yeah.
If you came in last, then you got
I didn't
a
win
trophy.
shit. So when I lost the race, I didn't get a damn thing.
But
Cried
I
like
have-
a little bitch, but I was 10. What do you expect?
I had at home, and I got rid of them. I don't know why. Probably because I never had a garage or anything.
Right.
I had a ton of bowling trophies.
Right.
And they were all for high average, high game.
Oh,
and
okay.
things like-
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
Sure. Yeah.
And I played in the Little League.
yeah.
And I was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my team go to the playoffs, and you get little ones. And I played in basketball,
Right.
and I went to an all black high school pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
and I just sat on the bench, didn't play a minute,
Oh,
but I got a nice trophy
Right.
because
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
team won.
Yeah. Right.
And then in football, there was no football to be had. We didn't
Okay.
have pee-wee.
Right.
We didn't have any of that stuff.
Mhm.
So one year at camp, they're like, hey, want to play football?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never played in my life.
Right.
They're like, oh, he came in last. He got hit in the face with the ball.
Uh-huh.
Here's the trophy, though. I had them. So they did
Okay.
have
They
participation
do,
trophies
yeah,
back
totally.
then.
But they just didn't call them that. It was just, it was a name that
Yeah.
was imprinted on it when it became a more popular thing.
Everybody gets it.
Yeah,
The food pyramid. It's a lie.
the food pyramid.
Always is a lie.
The food pyramid, you know how they show us, oh, you need these many servings.
Oh,
of
that
dairy.
drawing that was on
Yep.
the back of the Cheerios box
Yep.
back in the day. That one, yes. Okay.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
The government was actually paid by the Fruit and Grain Association
Sure.
to add more grain.
I believe that.
Less protein. And that's why it is what it
Yeah.
is.
and they didn't listen to it, so that was a waste of fucking money.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I don't think that should be a millennial one because that goes back even far.
yeah,
That's like boomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
goes
is-
way back.
Yeah,
Taking
they're just
out-
tacking everything on
Yeah.
millennials. They're like, yeah, totally.
Wait until we do our generation Y. What is it? The one that's after millennial?
no that.
Yeah.
You mean millennials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's after millennial?
Generation Y is what's after Z?
Oh yeah. Well,
Right.
wait till Generation Z. It's gonna be the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, because you come from my daughter and she will cut you,
That's true.
and I mean literally.
Yeah, but that's not the whole generation. That's just your kid. Like, there's a difference. Like, you brought her
No,
up right,
they're
not
all
like the
kinda
rest
mean.
of these weirdos.
They're all
like,
kind of mean.
Yeah. Well,
Were you told take out student loans to pay for your degree because you're definitely going to get a job that will allow you to pay it off?
right.
I
yeah.
mean, that's what everyone's told probably from the
They
beginning
were.
of time.
They were
know.
always told,
I
you know
know.
what? If you get that art history degree, I guarantee you can get a
Right.
job as.
An Applebee's
Yeah.
waiter.
Let's not forget our certificates in communication, boys. We're here. Oh, man. Those thousands of dollars really put to work that I got to pay to do this every week. Awesome.
Here's a good one. Wait.
Anyway.
Here's a good one. Can you write in cursive?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I knew.
Yes, I can.
Okay, because they don't teach that anymore.
Oh,
And they
I'm
were
sorry. I
told,
didn't know I wasn't supposed to answer that. I'm not.
You're going
I'm
to
not
write all
questioning
your
it.
papers in college in cursive.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
called a
everything's a
typewriter.
device.
Right.
Here's one that
It's a
I don't know if
typewriter.
I agree or not. Discussing your salary with your coworkers is wrong.
Yeah,
Very.
it's very wrong. It's
Very.
very wrong. Do not do that.
One.
But that's how you find out, though, that. What do you mean, Chauncey,
Okay.
who's,
Nope.
by the way, a dead alligator,
Yeah.
got
I
here,
was gonna
and
say.
he's still getting paid more than
Right.
me.
Yeah, and that was back in 2020. Like, nobody even left the house. Like, how was he making more
Pardon me.
money?
Coming up next, how Chauncey got a living wage even though he was never alive and never a human. Next on Nightline.
So, go ahead. I didn't hear.
No, I'm
You're saying no,
completely-
why?
No, do not ever discuss your salary
Why?
with somebody. Because it's just tacky, it looks stupid, and what is it going to do except make you annoyed?
It'll cause an excessive amount of drama at your workplace.
Yeah,
and
it will. Don't do that.
Turn people against others for no apparent reason. Plus, also the fact that nobody should be talking to anybody about how much money they make. I don't care how much you have, and you sure as hell ain't gonna know how much I have. It's not gonna happen. It's just It's a conversation that doesn't need to be mentioned ever because it doesn't hold anything. Unless you're going to hand me money and you're like, I make $900 a week. Here's $300. Oh, great, thanks. I love you and your job. Awesome.
Well-
if you're not going to, piss off and keep your wages to yourself.
The only time I could tell you, my first job, and I stayed there for 8 years.
Right.
And I watched people come and go,
Mm-hmm.
and I made friends with the staff. And every year they would bring you in the back, and they would tell you what you did right, what you did wrong, and if you were getting a raise
Mm-hmm.
and your bonus. And they would take me in the back because I'd been there a while,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "You get the highest bonus
Right.
again,
Mhm.
and here's your raise, and we're
Mm-hmm.
very happy with your job." And then I went back, and one of the new people who didn't know that we weren't supposed to talk about this
Right.
went, "This is what I got on my bonus," and I went, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
they lied.
So I went to my bosses
Right.
and politely as I could, God, I can't believe I didn't get fired for this.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at both of them in front of everybody and said, I hope you used a condom because you fucked me good.
Right.
How
Yeah,
did you not
totally.
get fired
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that?
I
Hey,
called
fellas,
one. Hey,
is my
fellas.
lipstick straight? 'Cause I like to look pretty when I'm getting fucked. Anyway, sorry.
Well, meanwhile, I called up one of the bosses
Oh, okay.
and I said, hey, I'm sorry about that.
right.
But you did lie to me. And he
Right.
goes, do you feel that you deserve that extra $500?
Yes.
And I said, yes. He goes, okay, we'll give it to you.
There you
So
go.
I got
Easy
away
peasy.
with murder.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I wouldn't try that
My
at work, folks.
my way of doing it on the other side, because I've had jobs where, like, you know, everybody's just miscreants and they're like, oh, I got a dime. Oh, I got a quarter. Oh, what'd you get? I always love telling people I don't get a damn thing.
No.
I'm like, oh, what'd you
And
get?
you get $1.
How'd you get? What'd you get on your raise? They didn't give me a raise. What do you mean they didn't give you a raise? You bust your ass. I know, right? And they still didn't give me a raise. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. This is not.
They didn't
working.
give me a raise.
Yeah.
They gave me a promotion.
Meanwhile, they
Bye.
gave me the biggest raise, offered me, management position. And I was like, I hate this place. No, absolutely not. And they're like, wait, you don't like working here? I'm like, no, not at all. Just think of how much work I'd get done if I did like it.
No,
Anyway.
for God's sakes, they didn't give me a raise. Why would I
Bullshit.
like
You guys aren't giving me a raise. I just told you it's an extra $10 an hour. Oh, shit. No. I thought I was lying to everybody else. My bad.
Hard work will definitely bring you success.
Oh,
Depends on the position.
work smarter, not harder.
Depends on what
I
you're
agree
doing.
with that. But you were told, if you just work hard,
Right.
you'll succeed.
Keep your head down. Just
No.
get it done, and everything will be all right. No.
You know what that means?
You get more
You
work.
get to work. Bingo.
Yeah.
You work
Yeah.
harder.
Hey, look at all the work you've done. Here's more work. It's like, you mother...
You're the only one who knows how to do this.
So you gotta do it
job!
now. And oh, by the way, we're starting new stuff. We're gonna drop that in your lap too. Oh, great. I'm gonna quit now.
Cell phones and the internet, they're rotting your brain.
Sure are.
No, they're not.
Well, no, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go. I know where you're
They're
going.
not rotting your brain. They're ruining your attention span.
What?
Bingo.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
ruining your attention span.
Because
What?
I can give you the perfect
Attention
example. All right, the perfect example is promoting this show. So I do a podcast. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it weekly.
You do?
Oh, that's cool.
Where?
Yeah. How long is it? It's about an hour and a half. Oh. And that's the end of the conversation. It's just, because they realize, like, oh my God, an hour and a half. How am I
can't
supposed to
listen
sit
to
there
that.
for a freaking hour and a half, pay attention to two people? What the fuck? That's just not going to work. And
three
they don't
people.
do it. Yeah. So, like,
You're not here.
the size of the size of something is daunting to a lot of people, and I blame the internet.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, because you taught me to do this,
Right.
where if someone asks, like, a trivia question or something,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
and everybody reaches for their
Don't
phone.
cheat. No
and
cheating.
you always tell me, no.
Right.
And sure enough, you're right, because, like, half hour
Yeah.
later, it's like,
Right.
oh,
Trying
my
to figure
brain
it out.
is
It'll
actually
take a
working.
few
So good.
minutes. Yeah, yeah. Which actually, I shocked the other day. I had a couple family members over.
Captain
whatever.
Kangaroo!
We're all
Oh,
bullshitting,
sorry.
just talking or whatever. And somebody had asked a question, and nobody knew the answer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, somebody just instantly went for their phone. I was like, no cheating, no cheating. And they're like, no, but I need the answer. I'm like, give me about 2 minutes. We'll change the conversation. I'll find the answer. I did. And randomly, I was
wait.
like, what's Ben-Hur? Yeah, there we go.
Was the answer Stuart Copeland? Because we've
No,
been waiting for
no,
weeks for
no,
that.
no,
Nope.
because that's
Damn!
actually not the answer.
Oh.
It's another member of the police that we're still waiting to announce, but
Andy
he's not
Summers?
coming out yet. well, it's getting there.
Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. You can say any
They
name
were
you
not
want.
the police.
Yeah.
Video games will get you nowhere in life. Not true now.
Not true now.
Uh-huh.
Esports.
Uh.
Esports.
The one problem.
Kids playing Rocket League making like 6 figures,
Ah,
like, you
hate
know.
those kids.
Endorsements.
Uh-huh,
Why?
endorsements, yeah. Why?
I mean, I'm
'Cause you're not
happy for
doing
them.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. I hate
Somebody-
those kids.
yeah.
I'm really happy for
Yeah,
them.
it's
I'm happy for
Listen.
them. I still hate them.
If I could play Need for Speed and get paid for it, I'd totally do that. Yeah, for real.
Finally, here's the one that I question why people are upset about. Millennials aren't getting married and don't want to have kids.
Right.
Okay. Aren't we complaining constantly, there's not going to be enough food, there's not going to be enough
Right.
materials? So you don't want to, okay, so your line ends, less people,
Yeah.
more materials,
Right.
but people are angry at that.
I would actually tack on to that. I think it's too easy. I think I heard something like a take before. It's like it's too easy to get married and hard to get divorced. Should be the other way around.
I don't know. According to your story, it's pretty easy to get married.
Right.
Pretty easy
yeah,
to get
yeah.
married, apparently, but
Just need a senile.
You don't even need a bride.
Just need a senile parishioner. You'd be fine.
like, there's so much divorce. I think, especially obviously, and like all the stuff, especially in Hollywood and stuff, that I feel like that maybe if you don't need to get married at the moment, do not get married.
Sure.
But,
why not?
On another podcast that I do on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network, we talked about people who don't want to get married and have kids, and I talked to a ton of people. I talked to you guys.
Mhm.
Everybody had their own story, but it all seemed like, yeah, nobody wants to have kids.
Right.
So, You know, it is amazing about that.
Different, yeah. It's a different outlook on life. I mean, I've said it 100 times. Like, if I ever had kids, it would be on accident, and I'd be totally fine with it, and I'd probably be the greatest
And
dad
invisible.
ever. Yeah, exactly. Totally. They would be fake. They'd be invisible. They'd be mourning their dead mother. It would be fucking horrible. Let's just keep that there. However,
The mother still be dead if it was
yeah,
still alive.
no, totally. Yeah, this is
I'm mourning.
we're leaving this right here, and
I
we're
am
just gonna
mourning all afternoon.
Kick
and
that dead
evening.
horse.
Aw.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Gotta clean that up in the studio.
it's
you know.
fine. We'll just leave it there. I'll just step
Okay.
over it.
Well, here we go. I've been looking forward to this.
Oh boy.
I got a new game
Okay.
I wanted to bring out. So, in order to do that, let's see. I gotta hit this button. All right, let's. Dun, dun, dun. I hit this button,
Shall we play a game?
and then I hit
Get ready.
for 5-second rule.
5-second
Okay.
rule.
5-second rule.
Okay.
5-second rule is very simple. I'm going to ask you a question, and you have 5 seconds to answer it.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's pretty much first things. Now I'm going to ask you. I'll start with you, Sean.
Okay.
Here's an example.
okay.
A pretty simple one.
Mm-hmm.
Name. Hold on. I need my. Oh, I didn't get my phone out, but I can count to 5.
Oh.
I can count
hope
to 5.
so.
So.
1 Mississippi,
Yeah.
2 Mississippi.
Damn it! He already ruined the first joke. It was how many letters are in Mississippi? No, Sean. In 5 seconds, name 3 things that are round.
3
Go.
things that are round: a ball, a plate, and a circle.
Oh, you did it on 5. There we go. So that's how it's gonna go.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask each of you
Right.
a question, and you're gonna have to come up with what it is.
And what's
Okay.
really funny is there's a Home Depot bucket sitting on the floor.
That's
and
round.
It's round, and I'm staring at it, and I couldn't think of the freaking word bucket.
There's
So
also
yeah,
a-
I was like, and
there's
circle.
a round knob right
fine.
there.
It's
You
fine.
can
Is that
put
why
you
water
called it
things
circle?
in.
It's fine. I said, well, I added
By the-
circle as
by
a
the
third.
way,
They're just
oh,
there in it.
Sean?
Yeah.
The drain.
Right. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Circling
Listen,
the drain.
I had 5 seconds. I was on the freaking spot.
That's the
what do you
point.
expect?
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna start. Pickles.
Uh-huh.
You have 5 seconds
5 seconds.
to name 3 Beastie Boys songs. Go.
Sabotage, Intergalactic. You've got to fight for your right to party.
5 seconds. Very good. There you go. Sean,
Yeah.
name 3 movies about car racing. Go.
Oh God. Ford versus Ferrari. Damn it.
Fast and the Furious 1, 2,
No.
and 3.
No, is that about car race? I mean,
Sort of
maybe the
is.
first one. I'll give
Fast
you
and
the first
Furious,
one.
Gone in 60 Seconds, Vanishing Point. Just yeah, there's so many of them.
Okay,
5 seconds is not enough.
Pickles.
Yes.
Can you name 3 songs with the word love in the title? Go.
Love is a Battlefield, Love Story, and... I don't want to miss a lot.
5. And I don't want to miss a thing.
I
What?
want to miss something about love. And
I
couldn't
don't
think
want to
of it.
love a thing.
I don't want to miss a love thing.
I want. Damn it! If I keep saying words, eventually one of them will pop up. Okay. Sean,
Mm-hmm.
in 5 seconds, 3 countries in Europe.
3 countries in Europe:
And go.
Germany, France, and Italy.
There you go. 3 seconds.
Nice.
Nice.
See, I'm not just a pretty face. I got some smarts. they're few and far between, but they're there.
He
Just-
just gets a lot of stuff wrong.
I
but
do.
it's
Yeah,
really-
yeah.
it's
The
not- it's a lot of
over/under is
stuff.
just, you know.
This
listen.
may be the first time Sean's actually trying.
Yeah.
You got me under the gun here. It's a little bit more difficult. I'm putting in an effort.
Okay, Pickles. Name 3 states that start with the letter M. Go.
Missouri, Michigan, Mississippi.
Whoa! Very good. Sean,
Yeah.
name 3 Canadian sports teams. Go.
Mike Myers, Dana Carvey, and Rush.
Pickles.
Canadians, Oilers, Maple Leafs.
There we go.
You could have said name 3 sports teams from the United States, and I still would have been like Mike Myers, Rush, and Dana Carvey. Like,
So you know what your audience is on
Yeah,
that question.
Exactly.
Okay, Pickles. 5 seconds. Name 3 Disney movies. Go.
Cinderella, Fantasia, Beauty and the Beast.
Just barely made it.
They're big names.
Sean,
Yeah.
Name 3 things you do in the bathroom. Go.
Brush my
1,
teeth, wash my
2,
face,
3,
take a dump.
4. There we go.
All at the same time.
Pickles. Name 3 things you'd never say to your boss. Go.
You're fired. Fuck you. And what the fuck is going on?
What is this game?
And is my lipstick straight?
While he's looking back, of course.
You're
Sean,
trying to fuck me.
Yeah.
name 3 apps on your phone right now. Go.
Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
3. You have Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't use it. It was
Oh,
a part
okay.
of the new phone.
Ah,
Yeah, I just haven't deleted it yet.
I'm sorry. The answer is X. That's
Right.
going to be points. Off.
Shows how long I haven't used it. But yeah, take the points away. It's fine.
Sean?
Your fake points.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Pickles, the last one. Name 3 non-alcoholic drinks. Go.
Soda, milk,
5.
and water. Alcoholics
So
Anonymous.
you each blew only one of these.
Right.
I blew
So
2.
That was
Yeah.
pretty.
I
Oh,
blew
you
the
blew.
left one.
Oh, so in that case, you blew them.
Hey,
There we go.
Right.
I was about to say wine too. I'm
Wine.
like, that's not alcoholic, right?
White Claw, O'Doul's, and Heineken. No, one of the 3 ain't bad, I guess.
Heineken Gold.
Blech.
Heineken 0-0.
Okay, let's go to court, fellas.
All right, fine.
I got a case for you.
Okay.
Turns out in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
there was a man and a woman who is simply known as Victim.
Oh.
And Joe.
No, well, okay, you can be Joe. and Vic. They met on Tinder.
Oh.
Tinder, in case you don't know,
Right.
is for people
Who
who.
wanna fuck?
There we go. There we go.
This
baby.
show is sponsored by Tinder for people who want to fuck.
Are you DTF? Download this app. There's a very good chance you'll sort it out by the end of the night.
And if Tinder's doesn't work, remember, there's strippies.
There
Come on,
is. Have you ever wanted to see buckwheat and leg lock? Well, now's your opportunity.
I have. Wait a minute. They agreed to engage in consensual sexual relations.
Right.
That sounds so hot.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to have
Yeah.
consensual sexual relations?
Sure, sign this waiver. I just gotta go get it notarized.
Do you have consent for this sexual relation?
Yeah, Flo the notary said it's fine.
According to that woman, I had sex with her and I wasn't even there, but she's got a marriage license, so I
Well,
don't
that
understand
damn
any of it.
good.
The man who is 50 years old, he is from Belgium, but he is of Moroccan descent. But online, he didn't say that at all. He posed as...
Brendan Fraser.
Okay, so you've read the story.
Oh no, wait a minute. No, he poses Andy Summers. Yeah.
Yes!
We came full circle. Only took about a year or so, and nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
I do. Okay, finally got that done.
For the real listeners out there. It's for the real listeners out
finally
there.
said it!
2 people are talking to each other. You're like, did you hear him actually mention Andy Summers?
He finally got...
Holy
no,
shit.
No, go back to like a year ago, and he was mentioning police members, and he said he mentioned the
Took
third
a year
one.
and a half
and it was-
to name 3 members of the police. Anyway.
Are you sure that's the third? Okay.
Yeah.
But online he was posing as a muscular Italian man named Ben.
Ah, yes.
Ben?
Right.
I'm Ben, as in bend over. How are
Hey,
you?
hey, drink.
The woman was into the hit book and movie 50 Shades of Grey.
I bet she
Uh-huh.
was.
So when he suggested, well, if you're into that,
Right.
how about our encounter? You're blindfolded and I'll show up.
Oh.
And show up he did.
Uh-huh.
She put on her
Right.
little blindfold, and they were doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Right.
How could I not hit that button?
They got on the good foot and did the bad thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Hey.
However, she started feeling like something was off.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it was your pants.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For real.
So she took off her blindfold to see muscular Italian Ben was actually a short, fat Moroccan dude on Tinder.
Oh, he was blindfolded from the jump. Wow, she was blindfolded from the beginning.
Yep.
Yeesh.
So the woman filed rape charges, claiming that her consent was only toward Ben, the muscular Italian man.
Right.
What do we think?
Tinder nullifies everything. You can't believe what you read.
Maybe they need to find that Italian muscular guy named Ben and see if they
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
Drag him in?
Yeah.
And go, hey.
officer!
Would you fuck her?
Right.
No? Okay, end of story.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we're
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
So what do you think? Does she have a case? Did
Absolutely.
she get raped?
Yeah.
No, she didn't. No.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
It's not. You can't bring it up on rape charges. However, there are definitely charges that can be brought because this guy is full of shit. However,
Well, he
it
was
was
trying to kill her
also.
with- oh,
however,
never
it was also on Tinder.
Yep.
So Tinder is completely full of shit, and anybody can just bullshit and make up and be whoever they want to be. Hell, a 3-foot-tall Moroccan man can be an 8-foot-tall Italian with giant muscles, and that's fine.
Ben,
But you got to realize what you're buying here. This is banging off a wish. Maybe you'll get what you think you're about to get. You probably won't, and that's that.
My team
Is what it is.
a lover.
Right. Exactly.
When you wish upon a bang.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Drake. Anyway.
Wait,
But
I
yeah.
didn't. Okay.
Okay,
never mind.
new rule. If
drink
Pickles
anyway.
decides to start singing, you have to drink.
Okay.
So Pickles sang, drink.
Earlier this month, the court dismissed the woman's accusations, arguing she had prior consent to
Right.
blindfolded sex with a stranger.
And she was on
Yeah.
Tinder.
And it involved
Right.
a certain risk.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're out there,
Right.
do what everybody else does when they're with somebody they don't want to be with. Close your eyes and pretend. Damn
Yeah,
it.
that's true. Yeah, nothing better than the imagination.
I was going to say something, but it would really hurt Pickles, so I'm not going to do it.
Goodness.
I'll save that for the ride home.
Hey,
Here we go. So we should finish up because we started late and we want to finish up. Sean, I always like to finish with a story
Yeah.
that is a little off, and this one I think I found a pet for you.
Well, all right.
Sean, what do you always say we should name our pets after?
Celebrities.
Why?
Because it's fun to yell at them when they're walking on the on the counter.
Such
God
as-
damn it, Sam Jackson, get off the kitchen table!
Matthew McConaughey, stop!
See?
Birkin!
See?
Scarlett Johansson, get your head out of the toilet. By the way, that goes for both.
I swear to God, Terrell Owens, if you don't get out of the bathtub, we're gonna have problems. Get out of the swimming pool! What's wrong with you? There's hair everywhere.
P. Diddy, get out of the... Oh, sorry, no, that's actually...
Oh.
that's an
That
actual
happened.
animal.
That happened, that happened.
Hey-o. Covered
Well,
in baby oil.
The,
Gross.
the Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Fall River, Mass.
Yeah.
Put on social media about their new addition. They have a 20-year-old golden blue macaw named Hendrix.
Oh,
Very cool.
okay.
There was two things about Hendrix. He came from a home where he was not being taken care of.
Right.
His feathers were falling out. He was malnourished. He's almost naked as a result of malnutrition.
Was he owned by a drug dealer?
I might have been.
It probably
Very
was.
likely.
Well,
Probably was.
Maybe because he also speaks.
Yeah.
He has a very large vocabulary.
It's a lot of dirty
and
words.
it's all swearing.
He was owned by a drug dealer. That bird lived in the middle of a drug cartel.
Basically, he is Samuel L. Jackson
Hell yeah.
with feathers.
I'm
Yes.
down. Totally. Why not? Tell me stories about Pablo Escobar. Why not? Let's do this.
Whitey Bulger, fuck him! Fuck him!
Sean to come down for breakfast. How you doing, Hendrix? Say it one more time, motherfucker! One more time!
Sun's out, guns out, bitch. Let's get this day going. Wow, I love having a macaw. This is great.
Hendrix feathers are now
Stand on my
growing
shoulder
back.
and curse out the neighbors. Be fine.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you just say to me? I didn't say that.
Sorry, the bird's got a mind of its own. I mean, you want to be in the news for fighting a bird. That's all on you. By the way, I do shotgun stories per week, so if you want to help me out, I mean, you could try. He might beat you up, though.
That
Not
is
saying.
the actual sentence that was about to come out of my mouth when you said,
There it
he
is.
can fight the bird.
Fight the bird if you want.
Do you like podcasts?
Do you like podcasts?
Because I had to teach the bird to say that, by the way.
Right? Seriously, I need content.
They're feeding him better, and his feathers are slowly growing back. If you adopt him, you're basically adopting Samuel L. Jackson because he just curses and slurs, which means, I wonder how it's like, hey, Jew!
Right.
Jew!
Yeah.
Me?
Me?
Yeah, you, Jew.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, that also depends on who he was listening to. Because
True.
that's what birds do. They're not actually speaking. They're mimicking the noises they hear.
Absolutely.
So if there's a bunch of drugged out, drunken weirdos flopping around you all the time, your noises are going to sound like slurred speech. So yeah, there's that too.
Don't bogart
Yeah.
that. Ah!
Exactly.
I hate you, strippies. Ah! Okay. Something when you give him, he'll say thank you. If you call him a pretty bird, he'll say thank you.
Aw.
He will say good morning, baby. Good morning, baby.
Hey.
He says it like Sam Jackson.
Right. Yeah.
Morning, baby. Slaps you on the ass as you walk by. That's as far as the niceties go. The rest are slurs, curses, and things I can't even repeat.
Wow,
Oh,
man!
wow.
So not only does the bird have dirty language, he's also a bigot. Great. That's
So,
wonderful.
Sean, do you want
Yeah.
him or not?
I give it a shot. Yeah, why not? I would totally start an OnlyFans with it, like straight up and down. I'd make some money off of that spicy little birdie.
Only bird.
Only birds. Just listen. Do you know how many people would just sit and watch that bird just talk shit all day? I would make $1 billion freaking dollars. Be awesome.
Sean's OnlyFans is actually called now, I guess, Bluebird
Sean-
and Wet Pussies.
I'm
'cause he's
down.
still
Yeah,
throwing tags
totally.
across.
I want to have. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans where I just sit there and I don't do a damn thing. I just get berated by a bird the whole time, and you just sit there and wait and see if I cry. It's fine.
Do
It's fine.
you end up go? Don't do
Shocked.
that.
Just shocked for more listeners for that little change sound. You just make shocking noises. Yeah.
Despite the potty mouth parrot's ill manners, the rescue already has received 50 adoption applications for him,
Damn it.
and he's looking for
They
his new
stole
home.
my idea.
Aww. So be on the lookout for whatever Sean's going to put in there.
Yeah.
You know, his OnlyFans will be Wet
I just,
Pussies
you
and
know,
Strippies.
something.
So.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Burger King and not Mayo.
It'll be something about a dirty bird. Just something along those lines. So keep your eyes peeled. If you happen to see something like that in the near future, it's probably not me because I didn't get the dirty bird yet. But I'm going to work on it.
He's working on the Dirty Bird.
I'm working on them dirty birds. Story of my life.
What does this music mean?
Time to wrap it up.
It means that Sean has to make his new autobiography. I'm working on the Dirty Bird.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yes. Yeah. You
I'm
know.
filling out an application for him.
Hey,
Screw it.
why
I
not?
too.
Let's totally do that. Let's make me famous.
I want to thank the Forever Paws Animal Shelter in
Yeah,
Fall
you
River,
like the
Mass.
dirty birds.
We're coming to
Yeah.
get that bird.
Dirty birdies.
I want to thank Governor's Studio.
Governor.
Yay! I want to thank Tony because he was just here
Tony.
to help us out.
Yay!
Go watch the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show, which you can see on Governor's Comedy Podcast, right?
Yeah,
Did I get
it's
that right?
every
Comedy
morning.
Club Podcast.
Yes, on every morning, I believe at like 11.
And now I will pass this over to motherfucking Pickles.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hold on. Rah! Okay,
Oh,
no,
okay,
better.
it's fine.
Calm down, motherfucker.
Whoa!
Okay. YouTube.com is a place where you find videos. And also, if you go to CTD Podcast, you're going to find old videos of this show. Thank you.
Lots of quick questions.
Lots of quick questions and punishments, including one that I am planning in 2 weeks.
Wait, I can go there now? I can go there now and see the punishment in
You
2
can,
weeks?
You can see
and
the
then we
plan.
can decide on whether we want to do it or not.
I like that.
Hey,
There we go.
yeah, this new version of YouTube is awesome.
It's called Future Tooth.
That
YouTube
premium subscription. Yeah, you want to see future videos? Pay $19.99 a month.
Go check it out, motherfucker.
Yeah, totally. Whoa,
You still ain't
hey!
getting those commercials are still coming in there. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna skip the Duke's Mayo commercial and just keep going.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
On the Sports Lines, the show that I do every so often with two of my friends. And
He has
we talk about-
friends.
I know. It's shocking that people
Some of
like
us
me.
do.
Yeah.
I don't, but some of us.
It's shocking, but
He has a parrot. you know?
yeah,
Want a
I would love to have that parrot on the Sports Lines.
God.
I think we would immediately be.
You suck! Ah!
YouTube.com/on the Sports Lines, but live tomorrow at 10 p.m. if you're
Ooh.
watching this on Facebook.com/on the Sports Lines.
In all honesty, if I had a spicy bird, he would be on my shoulder every day, all the time. It would just, I'd be a goddamn pirate. It'd
You
be
better
amazing.
bring it to work if that's the
I
case.
would.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would. And I would whisper things to him, and he would say them, and then I would be able to get my frustration. Never mind. We're not going to go that far.
no.
We're not going to go that
You
deep.
teach him how to laugh, and then you say it. And then he laughs as your coworkers go, "What'd you say?"
Right. Or you get another bird, you put it on the other shoulder, you teach him to laugh, and then you're just the crazy guy walking around with two birds. It's awesome. All right.
And by
so,
the way, since you're going to live to be over 100, these
Yes.
birds live to be 100.
Oh, so we're all good.
You'll
Yeah,
be
it's
there.
perfect. Yeah, picture perfect. All right, so head on over to the Drain for the shotgun stories. When we put the poll up for all 3 stories, we need you to vote because votes are awesome. They turn into punishments, yada, yada. We've gone over this a few times in the course of the hour. If you don't know, circle on back and listen again, and you'll hear me say this stuff about 4 or 5 times. Anyway, social media is a huge thing. Go to your favorite social media platform, type in Circling the Drain Podcast, and I'm almost positive we're there. Like, share, subscribe, acknowledge, do whatever the hell you have to do to become a part of that social media site's page
Acknowledge
on
us.
our YouTube situation.
There you go.
Head on over to there too, because that's where the punishments go. You can download this podcast any place you want where you download podcasts. They're all over the place. I'm not really sure which ones they are,
They're
but
sites.
that's fine.
They're
You'll
called
figure it out.
websites.
Yeah, go to your favorite website, type in Circling the Drain Podcast. We'll be there. Download us
Okay.
and have some laughs.
I'm going to my favorite website, Pornhub. Circling the
Fun fact,
I
guys.
knew it there.
I've actually uploaded a couple of the quick questions to Pornhub.
Hey.
So there it is. You know, you could be trying to stroke it to blondes with big tits, or you could wonder what's the weirdest sound you've ever heard. And, you know, it's there.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait.
right.
I like brunettes. Is
There
that
you
a
go.
problem, or
Okay,
is
fair
that-
enough.
no?
But I mean, you know,
Oh,
we
I'm
never
sorry.
quick question porn stuff. However, our quick questions are on porn sites.
Oh,
so
okay.
go to your favorite porn site and try and find our show.
Not a porn site, but you should go there just the same, is Cake Chick. Where do you go for that? You go to Instagram and you go, that is a porn site. Well,
Yeah, it
sometimes.
sort of
Kinda.
is.
But if
right.
you look up Cake Chick 1217, you're going to see all these interesting cakes and cupcakes. Motherfucker, you should go there now. Rah!
Diabetes! Get your fucking diabetes going on here!
And
Drink.
you can get any kind of frosting you want. So, use promo code CTD to get yourself 20% off. What's coming up? 4th of July, Father's Day passed, graduation.
Everybody already graduated.
Barbecues.
Barbecues.
Go to a barbecue. Look, you're hungry.
Pool party.
Yeah, pool
Yeah,
party.
Yeah, we're going to the pool. Who wants cupcakes? I do.
Woo!
Yay! And we're good.
You know, you can watch it because Sean, if we're going to give Sean a big thing of mayo, he's just going
Right.
to chuck it in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
Then we
yeah,
throw some
totally.
cupcakes at it. But
Right.
you won't want to do that because they're delicious.
Right. Yeah, so eat the cupcakes. Don't throw them in the pool.
Yep.
But, yeah.
I do, like I said before, another podcast. It's on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. And, you know, just type that in and you'll see me on Saturdays. Isn't that great? What else do we have, gentlemen?
Think that's gonna about do it.
Yeah.
The corner is closed because we don't understand the whole show, which is not
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
You know, it's business as usual. So
That's
again,
dementia.
as I've said before, if there was anything you didn't understand, comment
Let us
on the
know.
drain. Send us a message, and we will gladly acknowledge that message and make you part of the show. So any of your inferences on our Facebook page would be much appreciated.
I agree.
Yeah.
Until next week.